we started, it's that whole marketing thing, trying to attribute stuff and knowing Salesforce does not do a great job in general on it.
Right.
So this is actually perfect, and we're now using it across 4 brands now that my other one's just finished. 2 Salesforce instances now, and we use it for 4 countries worth of currency. We've done a lot of really good things. Our structure is complicated in general. We track at the campaign level down to what is the channel and what is the offer. So, did they get to it from an ebook, from an email, from the website, from SEO, from social, whatever. And then what was the campaign for? Like, is it an ebook? Is it a report? Is it a webinar? All of that sort of thing. Some of the newer stuff we're building out is what types of touches have a faster speed to opportunity creation. So we're starting to, with the dates that we have in there, saying, it's X amount of days from campaign response to opportunity created. So we're starting to build out a lot of the reporting saying that if they use our chatbot, it's only like a 2 to 3 day opportunity creation. It's really, really short. But if they attend like a live event, it's still like a 60 to 70 day between that touch and the opportunity being created. So we're starting to scope that out. So that way on our end, especially as we're doing like marketing campaigns, we can build out, what path do we take, right? So when we're, building out like a nurture or whatever, they go from this type of asset to this type of asset to this type of asset to try to, the stuff that takes longer. We want to make sure that they're getting on the upfront because we know they're going to need 3-4 other things after that to try to move it along. And that is the big thing, is that needing to see it to that product level is gigantic for us. And the fact that we can, and knowing that, nobody's product setup is the same. There's nobody who sells their products the same way.
Right.
So the fact that I can build it out myself and use, the standard stuff that's built in there, but also build formula fields off of that too, to say, okay, not only is the opportunity worth X amount of dollars total, and this is how much dollars is, this campaign gets, it's right. By product line too, how much am I getting? It's been running with the full setup now for about 2 weeks. And there's 45 opportunities that I can see from the campaign touches. And they are just amazed in the fact that I can build this one report for them and say, look, here's the splits, here's the touches, here's the people that did more than one thing, which they've never noticed before. I've had more than one person who have put on an app exchange package for something else or for this, or said, what do we do? That we go through, and I send them over all the stuff and show them some of the stuff that I'm able to set up. And they are just amazed and bringing it back. And I don't know how far it goes with their leadership, but I know they're bringing it back going, this is what, look at what I could be doing. Look at how this could be set up. Look at all of this, how it's going, what we could be doing. The other thing that us and the ones that I've talked to, that when we start talking about like people that I'm referring, is the feature that I have turned on that, may or may not everybody, but my favorite is it auto adds context to opportunities for me.
Yep.
Because sales reps are so terrible. Oh. And it is, and everyone that I know, because it is everyone's problem. And that is gigantic for everyone on how fantastic it is that I and set it up and add to people. And I've even shown my reps that have done it where because we have it required where they have to create an opportunity from the context. So we know there's going to be one on there. However, when we've done it and it's ran and it adds like 5 other people that are looking at things, they're just amazed at, all of these people were looking at stuff. And again, if they'd have been looking at things I sent them, they'd have known. But even still, on the opportunity level where they're going, here's all these touches, here's all these campaigns that were influencing it. Now I have more feedback and I can go to them and say, this person was also looking at something for a different product. Can we, bring that into the conversation and expand the opportunity as well, and maybe add more products to it they're looking at this while they're going through the sales cycle too. Creation and close. So that's the one thing to think about too, from a marketing point of view, is that how quickly can the opportunity be created? Because once it gets to created, that's a little bit outside of our hands. But having both numbers is huge for marketing to say, okay, this is how long it takes to create. And then once it gets to sales, this is how long it takes to close. And this is the whole time together.
Exactly.
And it's a really good thing to look at. From my point of view, the value is super high. I would be lost and would not have 3/4 of the data that we look at regularly. And that's another thing where I've built it out where we tag each campaign for X product so that when I go into my campaign influence, it says this is the product the campaign was for. Now, it could have dollars for 8 other products on there, but the campaign was for X products. We can kind of start to see that too, to say, oh, this was a campaign for Epic, and it has dollars for Epic, for Indio, for CSR, for like all these other things. Say, oh, look, it's influencing a whole big ecosystem and not just that one, but kind of or this was a campaign for Epic and Epic's not even on there. So we can see that too. We're lucky enough that we have a very good relationship between sales and marketing here. A lot of the time you don't. Some don't listen and some don't talk to each other. And I mean, we are our product marketing team meets with the sales leaders every week to say, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And, they're involved in planning. They were involved when I set up lead scoring. We went, what do you think makes a good lead? Give us all of including we even went to the reps and not just managers. And so what do you think, to try to get it so that we're listening to not just us saying, okay, this is what we think is great. No, we're saying, what do you want to get stuff to you faster? And that's better. So we have a really good relationship of being able to add more analytics to that to say, okay, guys, now here, we know you appreciate us. We know you work, but here are the things and here's what's happening when you guys are starting it versus us, and what can we help and where can we, find a balance between that will be huge. And our sales managers they would absolutely love that, for us to be able to help with stuff like that.